Give me some Ingram. I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Mark Ingram, fresh off a big performance a weekend ago, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson.
And in last week's game, you weren't sure which side was going to do the cheering when he stepped back to throw the ball,
But
right?
you knew he was going to throw it a lot.
Oh, he's going to throw it a lot. I mean, he ended up throwing 5 touchdown passes, but his interception rate, that wasn't so terrific either. So one side was going to be cheering when he stepped back to throw it.
They did get the win, though. We'll see if they can parlay that into this week. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. A look there at Ingram's numbers from a week ago. 23 carries, 98 yards, too shy of 100.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And a very good offensive unit here. One of the reasons they're so good is running back Mark Ingram.
Took a little while for him to find his footing when he got into the league, but the former Heisman Trophy winner has it now, and it's really upped his pass receiving potential. A nice player.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. And able to find Dorsett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Jackson going to get this out to Brown.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Third and goal, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That was a big throw right there on third and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on third and goal. Because really, second down, second and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. Third down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith. And in the backfield out of the starting group, you have to look out for Giovanni Bernard.
And you have to make sure you're ready to hit the spin button with this guy. Awfully exciting in the open field.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a carry for Bernard. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Defensively, here are the starters for Baltimore. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Operating from the gun, Caldwell. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's 2nd down. On second down now, Bernard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run forward Montgomery. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Jackson to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd and 2, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Being chased out left. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant.
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jackson throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Now Jackson on first down. A short throw caught by Andrews. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Jackson will throw again. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Alvin Kamara, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the LA Rams and the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Caldwell. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Dietrich Wise able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Off the play fake, Caldwell. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stokes. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, Caldwell. And that's complete. It's Green here. And down inside the 15 he goes. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. On 1st down, Bernard. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Caldwell on the screen, Bernard. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Bengals have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A throw complete to Dorsett. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson. Flushed out right. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Jackson, and that's complete to Brown. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Jackson now. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On third down, Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Here's Jackson on third and long. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his second touchdown of the night, and the Ravens have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back to throw. Caldwell. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Dorsett making the catch. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string? Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.